Going on internet, this is JD coming out to another video from Redskins Rant. Hail to the Redskins. This is a video, just have a couple things to go over real quick before I get into what the video is about. I keep hearing stuff about Josh Rosen. As much as I want Josh Rosen, and I hope we get Josh Rosen, I wish they'd stop talking about it. I just keep getting excited about it. It's giving me like, I've got nerves going. Just stop talking about it. Get it done. If we're going to get Josh Rosen, get it done. Okay? Get it done. Stop waiting. Don't wait till draft day. Let's get him in the building. Let's get him, said he's our guy. He's our quarterback for the future. If we need to trade Case Keenum to do it in like a next year's second round pick in a fourth or something, get it done. Okay? Now, that being said, this is what the bulk of this video is about. The bulk of this video is about it's basically a mock draft. Okay, we'll have a split screen for it. I'll throw it all together. I'll edit it. But there's a website you can go to where you can do mock drafts, and I'm doing a mock draft for the Redskins. Now, in this mock draft, we're going to look at a couple things, and I'll explain it in depth. Okay, we're going to assume with this mock draft that the Redskins acquire Josh Rosen, and we're also going to assume that the Redskins didn't give up anything this year to get him. So let's say we gave up a little bit more, but we gave up. Let's say, okay, we'll say that we gave him Case Keenum, okay? We traded away next year's second-round pick, and we also gave them next year's fifth-round pick. Let's just say that's what we did and got Josh Rosen, okay? So Josh Rosen's on our team. He's going to be our starting quarterback, okay? We just got to draft a team around him. Now, here's what I think we need to draft. Priority 1, wide receiver, okay? Priority number 2, offensive guard or offensive lineman in general. We can move them around if we need to, but offensive guard would be my preference. Don't listen to what's on this website. This website says we need offensive tackle. Makes no fucking sense. We have Morgan Moses. We have Trent Williams. We have John Christensen. We just signed Eric Flowers. We have 4. I mean, even if we start John Christensen and Eric Flowers, we still have guys. Eric Flowers has experience at least, and Bill Callahan's the best offensive line coach. He's going to make him an adequate lineman. So we don't need an offensive tackle. I don't know why this thing says we do. Okay, but that's the first 2 things we need. Wide receiver and offensive guard are the 2 things I think that we primarily really need. Okay? Now, everything else is up in the air. Here's why it's up in the air. 1, I think we need a tight end as well. Because the reason why I think we need a tight end is because the Washington Redskins, I don't think Jordan Reed will be playing on this team next year. Actually, he may not be playing on this team by the end of the season. I think we're going to trade him. Okay? I think we should trade him first off, but I think we're going to trade him. Okay? And we need a tight end that's going to be talented and be able to replace him. And we might as well get one now while we have the opportunity, and there's some good ones in this draft. So if we can get a tight end, excellent. If we can't get a tight end, it's, not the end of the world, but that's like one of the ones where I think we need to try to get one if we can. Okay? We also need to try to get, we don't need a running back. I think we need to draft a backup. The reason why I say we need to draft a backup, it's not going to be like a situation where Josh Rosen is going to be threatened by the backup. Good teams always draft a backup, and then they develop that backup and then trade him away. Okay? Now, we can have 2 reasons for drafting a backup. I have a quarterback I have in mind. Let's say it's quarterback blah, blah, blah. Okay? We draft him, and let's say Josh Rosen plays very well. We have a good backup, and then whenever it's time, his last year of his deal, we actually can trade him and get a couple draft picks back to replace him on our roster to get more guys on our team, whatever the case may be. That's what good teams do. The Patriots do it all the time. They did it with Jimmy Garoppolo. They did it with Matt Castle. They did it with Ryan Mallett. They did it with Jacoby Brissett, Brian Hoyer. So they do that all the time. Okay, it's a very common thing that they do. Okay, and it's smart because you draft a quarterback, and if something happens, you have a quarterback that's adequate enough to come in and back up. And B, once your contract's done, you need to get rid of that quarterback anyway. Like in your last 1 or 2 years, you trade him away and get some draft picks back. Quarterbacks always have value. Okay, so people will trade for quarterbacks. Okay, it's not like you're trading for a second-string offensive lineman or something. You're always going to be able to trade quarterbacks. So let's draft a quarterback, develop it. Worst case scenario, Josh Rosen sucks. Quarterback, blah blah blah, can end up starting. And then Josh Rosen He's not expensive, so it's not like we're paying someone like $20 million to be on our bench. And it's happening right now. It's because he's injured, though. Okay? So, those two things. And then quarterback, tight end is like a nice luxury if we can find a good one. And then secondary and middle linebacker. I honestly think that's not the priority because we have guys we've drafted and we don't know how they're going to develop. For example, safety, Troy Apke. Troy Apke, not going to sit here and say he's going to be all-world, but you never know. By being around Landon Collins, an all-pro like Landon Collins, it may rub off on you. His work ethic was good at Penn State. You don't know how his offseason went. For all we know, he got way better at man coverage. He got way better at tackling, so on and so forth. We don't know that yet. So those things are up in the air, and we can't exactly just go draft a guy fresh out of college that we still don't have any more information on than we do right now with the guy we have. Okay, so I don't think that's a priority, but if we can get one, I'm always going to draft one. I mean, we have plenty of picks. Right now we have 9 picks, and I plan on having 12 or 13 because I'm going to trade back at some point. Okay, and then corner. Corner, we have a bunch of young guys still that can be developed. We don't know how the offseason went. So, for all we know, the Washington Redskins right now are sitting on, Norman's obviously he's good, and let's say Quentin Dunbar ascends, or Stroman ascends to being like a shutdown corner, and now we have 2 good corners. Do we need to draft a corner and waste a draft pick on him for someone that's going to ride the bench? Probably not, or at least an early draft pick. Okay, so that's what my mentality is. And then middle linebacker, again, it's a luxury to get another one, but my mentality, my thought process on this is I don't want to get another middle linebacker because when we have Reuben Foster now, if he's out because of his legal issue, okay, makes sense. Let's get another one. But we have Sean Dion Hamilton, who was good in college, and last year was his rookie year. So we just got to give the guy an opportunity. Maybe, for all we know, he's going to ascend and be a starting linebacker in the NFL. And then Ryan Anderson, outside linebacker, same exact thing. He's finally got some playing time last year. Maybe he's going to be the guy this year. A lot of mock drafts say we need an edge rusher. I mean, I might get one, but I don't see why we need. It's a necessity for us to get an edge rusher. We have Jonathan Allen, Dron Payne, Matt Ioannidis, and we also have can't draw on a blank on Ryan Kerrigan. There we go. So we have Ryan Kerrigan. So we have 4 good guys that can actually rush the passer. I mean, we play a 3-4, so it's always depends on someone blitzing. Matt Ioannidis is a good player. I don't know why people think we should get rid of him. He's on a low contract, a very small contract because we drafted him late. And Jonathan Allen proved that he's the truth. He's worth the pick we picked him with. And the same with Dron Payne. So, couple rules about this draft. This will not let me trade players. So there will be no player trading. Okay? It does grade you on how well you've drafted before. So I've done this a couple times. Haven't done it in about a month. The highest score I have is 27,887. My goal is to beat that, but also they grade every pick you have. So let's say I reach for like Will Greer in the first round or something. It'll give you like a C- grade because you reached for that player. He wasn't supposed to be taken until like the second day or the third day. And they have grades for everyone. So if you draft them at the right time, you get an A+. If you draft them at the wrong time, you get like low grades. If you draft them kind of maybe a pick or 2 ahead of where they're projected, it'll give you like a B. And it's on. So my goal was to get all A's. My goal was to add guys and add depth to this team. So without further ado, let me turn on. All right, now we're starting to record. All right. So the first few picks, I'm going to look this way because that's where the screen is. So if I look back and forth, that's why. First few picks, I will actually show it. So Kyler Murray goes first. You'd be surprised. I've done a bunch of these. Kyler Murray doesn't always go first. It's never the same thing twice. You think it'd make drafting for the Redskins easier. Now, I have a plan for what I want first. Now there's a trade. Someone traded up and got a guy from Mississippi State. Noah Fant. Wow, he went early. Okay. Okay, both the tight ends from Iowa went early. That surprised me a little bit. Someone's trading up again. Cody Ford. And it is my pick. Now I have options here. I can trade back for the 23rd pick in the draft, so I can trade back go back 8 spots. I can trade back for Pittsburgh and go back 5 spots and get a second rounder, or I can trade back with Houston and get second and a third rounder. I'm going to trade back with Houston because, you know, it's 2 more draft picks and I'm only moving 8 spots. So let's see if the guys I want, get taken. Damn, stop with the trades. 19, 18, 19. Oh, God. Please let the guy I want be there. Man, there's a lot of trades going on. I never see this many trades. Okay, so I'm not trading back again. I'm getting the guy I want. Okay, DK Metcalf will fall to us at 23. I like him. He's 6'3". He's got a 6'8", 6'9" wingspan. Bench press 29 times on the bench press. He's faster than Deshaun Jackson. He's got a 40+ inch vertical. I mean, a lot of the knock against him says he can't run routes. It's not that he can't run routes. If you watch the game film, and not just games he played, the games he didn't play, a lot of the route concepts that people who subbed in for him were literally just the same route concepts he ran. That's the way the offense is designed. It's designed to stretch the field. That was the goal of their offense. So I think we could be looking at Megatron 2.0. That's my personal opinion. You don't have to believe that, but I think we're looking at a player who could be Megatron 2.0, so to speak. He's big. He's built like a brick shit house. He's strong. You're not going to be able to guard him. Imagine what this does to a defense. When you have a 6'3", strong, he's bigger than most tight ends. Okay, 6'3" receiver, lined up on the wing, and he's faster than your corner. So you have to either play back 10 yards or you have to jam him at the line. No one's going to be able to jam this guy. This guy is 6'3", 240 pounds, 230 pounds. He's strong. No corner is going to be strong enough to jam him. All he's going to do is he's going to throw the corner aside and he's going to be off to the races. And then you got to have a corner or safety at the top, so it's going to open up a lot more stuff for our offense. It's going to make reads for our quarterback a lot easier because you're going to have to double cover him. Or you have to play off 10 yards, and then he's going to be able to go like 5 yards down the field, turn around, do a comeback, catch it, and get 5 yards just about every catch. And he's also a deep threat because he can blow the top off of defense. So I think drafting him, especially the fact that I can trade back, get 2 more picks, and get DK Metcalf, that's gold right there. So that was, to me, it's an A+, but they give me an A on this. So next pick, I'm going to go ahead and just skip ahead to my pick. So I got an option to trade back to a later second-round pick. I'm not going to trade back to a later second-round pick. Now, for some reason, they say offensive tackle, and I don't know why. I'm going to see if there's an offensive guard I can get. Let me see here. I don't want to reach for an offensive guard. I'm going to look at best value remaining and see. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to go secondary. Now, I'm in the second round, so I'm not getting Drew Lock. I think Drew Lock is a bust. That is a bona fide bust. Someone's going to take him. Sorry, but he is going to be a bust. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take Taylor Rapp at... I'm going to take him at free safety. Got an A. Washington State has some really good secondary guys. They're highly respected coming out of the NFL. I heard that on the NFL Network, so I think it's true. But, yeah, I got an A on that one, so I'll take it. No, they're offering me second round. Okay, none of these are going to be good, because unless they get another second rounder, I'm not going to, or like someone gives me 2/3, I'm not going to trade back again. Quarterback. Let's see if the quarterback I want is available. He is available, so I'm going to wait. He's supposed to be second day, so I'm going to wait till the 3rd round to pick him up. Cornerback. Let's see what cornerbacks are available. Okay, so we have David Long. I'm going to go with the Penn State cornerback. Well, let me look at linemen first. Offensive tackle. George Little. I'm going to go with George Little at offensive guard. Yes. I got an A on that one too. I'd like to get some A+ in this, but I'm doing my best. Okay, so the next pick we have is 12th pick in the 3rd round. Let's jump down to that. Now, I think our quarterback that I want is available. He still is, so I'm going to draft one more player because the next pick's a 22nd pick, and I don't think someone's going to grab him. So I'm going to assume no one's going to grab him, but I'm going to look for a player David Long. I'm gonna look at best available players right now, just to kind of be safe. I don't want to accidentally reach for somebody I don't need. Best available player. So wide receiver. I already got a wide receiver. I don't need that. I can get another offensive guard. Wouldn't be a horrible idea. I don't need another free safety. I just drafted one. Outside linebacker wouldn't be horrible. Tight end. Tight end was a position I said I needed. I do recognize a couple of these names, especially the ones from the tight end from Stanford. I recognize that name. There's no inside linebackers though. I'm gonna go for tight end. Let me look at their stats real quick. I kind of want to go with the guy from the smaller school because he's got more to prove. But I'm gonna look up 6'4", 250. I'm gonna get his stats real quick. Doesn't want the Texas A&M, but he's wearing a Kansas Jayhawks shirt. So let me just look at him real quick. Get out of there. Stats. See how he was. And I'll load this guy up too. I'm going to try to be quick. I want to make sure I draft the right guy here. And that's taking forever to load. Okay, there we go. Jesus. This guy wasn't very good. Okay, so I'm not going to touch him. You know what? I'm going to go with my gut on this. Go with the gut instinct here. I'm going to take the guy from Stanford. Yes, got an A on it. Good. Okay, cool. Alright, so we've taken care of a handful of the issues. Wide receiver, offensive tackle, or offensive guard. Okay. May add another one later in the draft. We'll see. I said it would be a luxury to get a tight end, so I got that taken care of. I'm not going to get another tight end. Strong safety. I'm going to look for corner, and I'll look for quarterback as a backup, and then I'll look to just fill other positions. Is there any good trade backs here? If the quarterback I want's not available. Okay. So Will Grier is the quarterback that I want to get. I want to roll the dice here and take 2 more picks. It's not a big deal if I don't get him, but I'm going to roll the dice here because they're offering me 2 4th-round picks and a 5th to get my pick right now. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to hit next. Hopefully they didn't draft. Okay, so I got 10 more. I got a couple more picks. All right, please be there. Yes. Okay. So I got Will Grier with the last pick in the 3rd round. A+. Yes. That was what I wanted. So now I got a backup quarterback, wide receiver, strong safety, free safety, offensive tackle, tight end. So now I need to get some corners and maybe a couple linebacker or something. So corner is what I'm going to go for right now. So now I've actually added a whole bunch of picks to my list. So let's see what corners are available. There's no second. Let's see what the best available talent is real quick. Because I don't need another tight end. Contemplating taking this offensive guard right now. I don't need another strong safety. Running back. There's a running back from Kentucky, Memphis. That's really good. I don't even know if he's on this list. Okay. Quarterback. I don't need a quarterback. I don't need another wide receiver. Running back. Strong safety. I might just take another strong safety. Just because, I'm taking the offensive. I'll take him as a center. A+. Good. I got him. I mean, Chase really is good, but, you know, we do get injured a lot on the offensive line. So, it's just an opportunity for us to, you know, add a little bit of depth. So, now I got to go outside linebacker. This is where we got to find some, I mean, the last linebacker / defensive end come out of Buffalo ended up being Khalil Mack, and he's one of the best in the league. So what positions do I need? Cornerback. I don't need an offensive tackle. Cornerback or outside linebacker. Actually, we need more of an inside linebacker than anything. I'm gonna look at inside linebacker, see what's available. David Long Jr. I'm a Mountaineer fan if you haven't guessed. So, all right, let's go to cornerback. I'll go off the teams that I know. I know that USC produces some pretty good corners. San Diego State. I'm going to go with Rashad Fenton. Nah. Is he a senior? Yeah, I'll take him. Okay, B+. First B+ on the board. So, don't know too much about these late round picks. So I'm going more off like the team that they're on and a little bit of the prestige that they're coming from. Don't need a strong safety. Don't know why it says strong safety. I'll go with inside linebacker though. You know, I'm gonna go with. I think Khalil Hodge might be the one to go with here. You know what? I can use more than one. So hopefully Khalil Hodge is their next pick. I mean, I have a lot of picks, so I might as well take advantage of it, right? Khalil Hodge, and he's gone. Of course he's gone. And it's a linebacker. Of course he's gone. When you know it, second I want to draft a guy, he's gone. That's just how it works. Oh man, this is a tough one here. Because now I just need to add some depth. Let me see if a running back's available. That's pretty decent. All right, let me see best available. Defensive tackle, could always use depth there. I had Aliz Mack. I got him in Madden. He's pretty good in Madden, but I don't need another tight end. Defensive tackle, wide receiver, running back. I wish I knew what kind of running back they were. Jalen Moore, I think, wouldn't be bad because he comes from a system where they recruit speed, like solely speed. Cornerback, I do need a cornerback. Ohio State. Actually, I'll take the one from Miami. Oh, I already got one from Miami. I don't need to hire. Dang, I don't know what to get right now. I'm going to take the guy from Missouri, defensive tackle. I know I don't need a defensive tackle right now. Apparently, I got a good grade on it. Okay, so we're in the 5th round. Outside linebacker. I need to get an outside linebacker. From what team should I... let's draft one. Senior Wisconsin. Sure, why not? B. Damn it. Low pick. Not a great pick because the B. Sorry, this is kind of the boring part because I don't know all the play. I know a lot of the names in like the first couple rounds. Now we're at the point where I don't know a lot of the players. So this player right here, Tony Pollard, I'm drafting him because it says he can play wide receiver and running back, and he's A+. So he's one of those speedster guys. He's one of those. They're kind of like Alvin Kamara. He's supposed to be a third down back, but he can catch the ball too. So, okay, I'll look at an offensive tackle. We'll see what they got. They've been bugging me to get one the entire time, so I will go with this guy from Michigan. I got an A on it. And the last pick, not in the draft. I don't know if it's the last pick. I don't think it's the last pick in the draft. The last pick for me, defensive end. I'm going to go with the guy from, I don't know, when you play in the SEC, you know that they have to be pretty good because the SEC is very competitive. But I also like players from Boise. I'm going to take the Boise State guy. Okay. All right, so complete draft. So my goal was to beat my best, which I did. I beat it by about 100. So here's the recap. We drafted to start a wide receiver, DK Metcalf, wide receiver from Ole Miss. With our first pick, we traded back in the draft. Second pick, we drafted Tyler Rapp, free safety from Washington. We got an A on both of those picks. Another second round pick. We acquired from Houston, George Little, offensive guard / tackle. We can play either, so I would play him at the offensive guard spot at Ole Miss. We got an A on that one. So actually we got all A's until our, the 30th pick in the 4th round. So we got Caden Smith, tight end from Stanford. Will Greer at the last pick in the 3rd round. Quarterback from West Virginia, A+ on that. Again, I'm not drafting him to replace Rosen. I'm drafting him for the purpose that we can actually make him better, and worst case scenario, he can become our starter if Rosen sizzles out and he's not the player we thought he was. Best case scenario, he's a good backup, and then we can trade him in the future for like an extra pick or something. Maybe get a 4th round or a 3rd round in future picks or couple picks or whatever. Depends on how he develops. Then we got another offensive lineman, Connor McGovern from Penn State. The reason why I drafted 3 offensive linemen in this draft was because we get injured so much on the offensive line, and we need to have depth. We needed to get a corner, so this is where I got the first B to B+. Sheldrick, Redwine, cornerback from Miami, got a B+ on it. A little disappointed in that, but it's okay. We have a lot of picks for a reason. That was the goal here, was to get. We ended up having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 picks. Okay. Then we end up getting an inside linebacker from West Virginia, David Long Jr. Got an A+. I got an A on that. Defensive tackle from Missouri, got an A+ on that. Jerry Beckner Jr. A lot of juniors on this team. Andrew Van Ginklin, outside linebacker, Wisconsin, got a B on that. Now again, these aren't like these aren't A's no matter where you get them. These are A's based on when you drafted them and their value at where you drafted them. So if I drafted Tony Pollard in my 2nd round, I probably got a F on it or something. Okay, Tony Pollard, running back / wide receiver from Memphis. He's a scat back. He's 3rd down guy. If Chris Thompson has another year where he's injured a lot, he could substitute in for that role. Okay, and the fact that we got rid of Marshall, and I don't even remember the other running back we had last year. Hopefully we can get rid of Piron. That'd be great. I don't like Piron one dang bit. Juwan Bristol Betty with the 7th round pick, guard from Michigan, and then Jabril Frazier, defensive end from Boise State. So we ended up accumulating. We hit all the things that I needed in the draft that I thought we needed. And we ended up adding some depth to other positions. Now, obviously, are all these guys going to make the team? Probably not. It'd be nice if all of them could fall in suit and end up making the team and adding depth. And, if 4 of these guys could start this year, that'd be great. I mean, I see DK Metcalf starting. Taylor Rapp, him and Apke can compete for that safety spot next to Landon Collins. George Little could absolutely start on our offensive line. There's no one that can compete with him at the offensive guard spot next to Trent Williams, unless you're trying to convert Eric Flowers or Jerome Christensen. Maybe he got better over the summer, but I doubt it. George Little would step in and start right away. Caden Smith, if they trade away Jordan Reed, yeah, Caden Smith could probably step in right away and start. Will Grier, I don't think we would want him stepping in right away. Do I think he could do it? Sure. One of the good things about West Virginia is they run an air raid offense, so you do have to read a lot of defenses, and you have to have a lot of pre-reads because it tells you what side of the field to read and everything. So he is smart enough to start right away. I don't think we would want that. Connor McGovern, offensive guard or center. If he comes in and he beats out Chase Roulier, he could start. That's fine with me. I don't care. And obviously we got the rest of the players are just further down, and if they can come in and just, build good competition, make someone around them better, make the guy they're competing with better, I would be happy with that. So that's the entire draft. Let me know what you think. I thought if the Redskins did this, I wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad because I don't think we needed an edge rusher. I don't think we needed to go get a cornerback like 1st overall or 1st round. I thought the things that we needed were like wide receiver, take a little bit of pressure off. I mean, Josh Dotson and Paul Richardson are not number 1 receivers. They're maybe Josh Dotson might be number 2. Paul Richardson, I think, is a number 2, but he hasn't been healthy enough for us to find out. So that is why I drafted this way. I needed us to get a number 1 receiver. A lot of things in this draft. Let me know what you think. You can go to this website. The website, you can see it on the screen, is firstpick.com. NFL, it's just first-pick.com. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I traded back twice, accumulated a lot of draft picks, and that was like the goal of this was add more picks, get as much as possible. The way you got to look at the draft, and this is the way I look at it, is you got to think of every one of those picks as a lottery ticket. So what if we hit on half of those picks? If we hit on half those picks, this was a successful. If we hit on 2 of these picks, honestly. So let's say we hit on DK Metcalf and George Little, or Greg Little. Taylor Rapp is good, but Troy Apke ends up being better. Caden Smith ends up being okay. Will Greer is a career backup. But we at least hit on 2 of those positions. This is a successful draft. That's the way you got to look at it. But the thought process is get as many guys that are versatile. And we didn't really do bad at any spot. We got A's everywhere, and we got 2 B's. So, and my goal was to beat my record. My record was 27,800 and something. And I got 28,000. My overall grade is a B-. I don't like that grade. I don't understand why. If you average out all those A's and those 2 B's, it's definitely not a B-. But I don't care. This is a good draft pick. I would be if the Redskins did this, I would be tickled pink. Plus, we'd have Josh Rosen, so that's what I've been advocating. I wasn't the first one to say it, but I was one of the first ones that have a video on YouTube about getting Josh Rosen. Leave your comments down below. I actually reactivated my Twitter. I shut it off for a while because Twitter kind of like just irritates me. But I shut it off for a while, but it's back on. It's let me bring it up just to be safe. I think it's just Redskins rant. And it's just Redskins _rants. I think that's what it is. Let me bring it up just to be safe. Redskins ranter. Okay, so if you follow me on there, when they play games, I do post during the game. And what I also do is I actually forward my videos to there. So if you subscribe on here but you didn't hit the notification bell, you can always get the videos by following me on Twitter. Okay? It's just at Redskins, capital R Redskins, everything else lowercase, capital R Ranter. So that's pretty much it. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good day. Hail to the Redskins.